Good morning, everybody. Mr. Antonio Ali, Free Wave Radio, Free Zone Studio, FSTR Nation, Red Eye TV. I found myself party pack of noodles. Everybody I fuck with, how y'all doing? Headed back to school. First day of the new semester. About to get out there and go on the highway. Just want to kick it with y'all for a quick second. I wanted to talk about things that are aggravating me. That's what I'm about to start doing. Just speaking on stuff, not being so reserved and introverted. But so tomorrow, this morning's topic is something that irks my nerves on a daily, regular basis. And I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to say a lot of stupid shit in the comments when this video gets posted and I get to school. But I am sick of the idiocy of people of not seeing the world for what it really is, not seeing the games that they're being in, not realizing the Matrix is not just a movie. Yeah, you might have seen all the Keanu Reeves stuff and and the fight, yeah, but the actual concept of the Matrix is not a movie. It is real life. And a lot of people willingly, which makes it so much mad more to me, you're not being forced by some aliens, you're not being controlled by robots. People willingly and by choice help to promote and and help promote and reinforce the idea of the bullshit, And the truth is all in front of your face, and nobody really cares. Nobody really wants to see it. They just act like it doesn't exist. And that's kind of what aggravates me. Because you know that it's a bunch of bullshit, but you're still going to go for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets all up in arms about shit, and, God rest his soul, but it was not coincidental that people like, famous individuals, Michael Jackson, whoever you might want to name out, that whenever some serious shit would happen, immediately there'd be some tabloid foolishness that pops up into the world, and everybody wants to get on that, and they forget about the real meaningful shit. You know what I'm saying? They fall for the bullshit. They run for the okie doke. Like, it irks me to no end. You know what I mean? Like, you're really not that stupid, so why would you just willingly go for the bullshit? Well, because it's human nature. And that's what people don't get. Some things, you have to learn it's not healthy for you. You know what I mean? Some people would rather, do the easy thing and keep their head in the ground and, act like they don't see what's going on, and ignorance is bliss and all this other foolishness, when all it takes is a little bit of backbone, a little bit of standing up for yourself, a little bit of, I'm not going for this shit, and you can be in a better place. But nobody wants to put forth the work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets mad when they hear somebody say racism. One of the parts of this conversation. There's going to be multiple parts to this conversation, but everybody gets mad when you say that slavery was a choice. It was a choice. After sitting there watching the Black Panther movie, the most memorable part to that movie that is to me, the only part that really matters, because I'm not going for the propaganda. I'm not going for the where black people, we've been there forever and a day. Darker pigment individuals have been on this planet forever and a day, and nobody really gave two damns. But now it's the era of the darker pigmented person, so now they're trying to do everything PC. It's going to come to everybody. But the most iconic thing to me in that whole Black Panther movie, once you get past Forrest Whitaker and that bogus ass accent that he made, like, it's what Wallace, I can never think of his real name because every time I see him, all I see is Wallace from The Wire, is what Killmonger said. Drop me where my ancestors were dumped off the boat, because they knew it was better to die than live as a slave. And let that sink in for a quick second. He said, drop me where my ancestors were dumped off the boat because they knew it was better to die than to be a slave. And yeah, some of the people who got dumped off them boats, they didn't make that choice. Sometimes some of the people who got dropped off the boat didn't get dropped off the boat because of the fact that they were upstarts. They just needed to clear because they didn't have enough food to feed everybody. I mean, people go, oh, well, you can't bring product across to people and not keep them properly fed. I'm not going to say that they was the best thing in the world, but you're not going to be able to sell somebody as a laboring slave who doesn't have the ability to be a laboring slave, because what you're buying now, it's like people go buy cattle. That's what was going on. People go buy horses. If they see a horse that's not a good horse, they're not going to buy it. Unless they think they can help it out. But they're not going to buy it. It looks malnutrition. It looks like it has malnutrition. It's been malnourished. They're not going to buy it. So remember, when you look at history, everything's not what it seems. But back to where I was at, and not to get off the topic, the man said, drop me in the ocean where my ancestors were, because they knew it was better to die than to live as a slave. That right there is enough for you to understand and see that slavery is a choice. It's a personal choice. And some of that stuff's ingrained in your body. Like, oh, if it had been me, I would have been picking no cotton. Yeah, most of you motherfuckers would have been picking cotton. You'd have been out there shutting the fuck up, yes, mastering up, just like during the Holocaust, that there was Jewish individuals who decided, instead of me being abused as much as I can be, let me work for my oppressors and I'll be okay. I can deal because I'm going to survive. That's your choice. It's your choice. Shit that goes on in jail right now is called trustees. And there are some trustees that are still 100 solid. They don't change them. They're just trying to get the little extra piece. But then there's other trustees in jail who they yes sir and, you know what I'm saying, shucking and jiving, you know, just really, really, really on some old yes master shit because it's the easiest way to run. It is what it is. But to speak in more modern terms, all this is we live in a daily brown-eyed, blue-eyed test or system. And with everything, when you have the oppressed, sooner or later, the oppressed become the oppressors, because it's understood and seen that they're oppressed, and they're going to continue to be oppressed, and they're going to continue to be in, you know what I'm saying, they're going to continue to be, it's just the process, that way it goes. I'm sorry, early morning, bear with me. It's just the process. It's the way that it goes. There has to be haves. There has to be have-nots, I should say, for there to be haves. There has to be good days for there to be bad days. There has to be good times for there to be bad times. There has to be happiness for there to be sadness. It just is what it is. You can't appreciate one thing without the other. So when it comes down to the come down and people are all going kind of crazy and everybody's losing their motherfucking mind about what's going on in this world, you got to first understand, ain't none of this shit changing because it's not made to change. And nobody really wants it to change. The mental mind is you have to have winners. To have winners, you have to have losers. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's the truth. But the question is, what kind of winner do you want to be? What kind of loser do you want to be? Everybody has to take a loss every once in a while. So what kind of loser do you want to be? What kind of winner do you want to be? How do you want to go about being the person that you think you should be in this world? Like, really and honestly, how do you want to go about doing it? How do you want to touch the sky for tomorrow? How do you want to rise up and touch the next world for the next round and the next place? That's what matters. Are you doing the best you can by the people around you? Because if you're doing everything you can do, everybody else might not like you. But you can look in the mirror in the morning and know, you know what, I'm doing the best thing I can do by what I have to work with as I strive for greater things. So what I'm saying this morning is accept your choices. Accept where you put yourself in the world. And if you don't like it, get out there and change it. If you're born in the hood and your pigment is darker, man, don't fall for that. The white man won't let me foolishness. You won't let you. If you're quote unquote white trash, as people like to call people, don't get on that. Oh, they're not trying to let me. They're doing it all for the foreigners. They're doing it all for the immigrants. They get everything. I don't get shit. Because again, it's on you. If you work in a factory and that's where you're satisfied working, dog, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But play your role. Stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for all this dumb shit. The other day I made a post on Facebook and people took like I was trying to be mean. I said, not everyone is beautiful. That's why there's the word ugly. Just because you're not physically attractive does not mean that you're not, in essence, in your inner being, a beautiful individual. But, like everything else they say, a lot of things that people go on what they see. Be you. So what if you don't have the most sparkling eyes in the world? So what if you don't have the best look in the world? Be you. Accept who you are. And just because you're attractive on the inside, don't mean you're beautiful. I'm attracted on the outside, don't mean you're beautiful on the inside. Like real talk. Other people don't get, they got this shit all kind of fucked up because they got somebody else telling them what is and what isn't in the world. And for some things, yeah, you need somebody to bounce off of. You need somebody to you need somebody to help you keep yourself in check and where you're trying to get to. You need a measuring rod. But acceptance is the first part of everything. I'm not the most attractive man in the world, but I know I'm far from ugly. I'm not the smartest man in the world. I know I'm far from stupid. I think my only retractable problem is my teeth. They fucked up. Is that my fault? Yeah, it is. But when you look down to the choices that I had to make that led to me where I'm at with that situation, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their down times. Everybody has their time where they not on their game. But for the most part, man, come on. And this isn't nothing but being honest about who I am and what I do. Get up. I think I want to get up every morning at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning to be in Nashville for 10 o'clock in the morning, to be at school till 1, to have to get out of school at 1 and drive around Uber until 11 o'clock at night. If it's not a Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday when I have my son. And on those days, yeah, I want to come get him. I want to hang out with him. But I know I can't make no money because I got to come get my son. Living on a fixed income. Is it going to stay like that forever? No. Why not? Because I'm doing things right now to lay the foundation and seed for the next level in my life, for the next level in my children's life. See, that's what people don't understand. They get mad at the haves in this world because they have. First of all, if they were born into money, It's not their fault that their parent was able to put something together beforehand. And it goes on, not the parent's fault. It's what the person does while they're here. I'm 41 years old. I'll probably be on this planet another 40 years. 30, 40 years. Still going to be here. My job, since I have children, is to put together something for them so that they can step off and get further in the next process of this world. That's my job. My job is to be their father and make sure that I am doing the best I can to influence their life to be good people. I don't actually get that choice with, one of my children at all. Their mother thought it was a good thing to keep me out of my daughter's life. But that's a whole other topic. Does that stop me from doing the things that I feel I need to do for her? No. Because when we get to stand in front of each other and she goes, Daddy, don't even ask me. Here's what my life was till you were born. Here's what my life was when your mother decided she wasn't going to allow me to be in your life. Not me not being in your life. Your mother decided not to allow me to be in your life. And it's not going to be, she ain't going to be a grown when I find, no. Playing the game right. First you get your money right, then you go to war. That's always been the process and set with the situation. First you get your money right, then you go to war. That's how this shit goes. And everything is a battle. So that goes with everything. You want to go to school? Get out there, get your money right, go to school, get your degree, help get your money right, help put your life in the terms that you need to put it in. But you can't do that if you don't have your things together. You can't get your money right if you don't have your personality in order, because you're not going to get out there and focus and get that money and get yourself in order. See, everything rolls together. You know what I'm saying? But the part of what I'm saying is nothing, like I said, I start to get off track. The part of what I'm saying here is we as people first have to accept the choices that we make in life. We can't take what the society tells you, oh, it's okay. Forget about your past. You can always fix it. Yes, you can fix things. You can't forget about your past. I might not be happy with some of the people with the individuals that I chose to allow myself to procreate with. I can't. Am I happy about it?